I want you to watch this operation called operating in God's omnipresence. What do I mean? This is what I mean. You know, the Bible says God is everywhere. God knows all things, and God is all powerful. But as sons of God, right, we are not everywhere. We do not know everything. And for sure, we can only do what the Father enables us to do. As sons, God lives in us. And this is where God gave me this revelation. He said He lives in us. We are in Him and He's in us. We are baptized into Him. So anytime we can tap into His all-knowingness and get the knowledge that we want. That one is called the Father's knowledge. I'm going to demonstrate it afterwards. But when we talk about cooperating in God's omnipresence, this is how it happens. God is everywhere. And at any time, the Son can tap in the omnipresence of God and operate in it. How does it happen? This is how God revealed it to me. I remember I was in Gauteng. It was while I was still in school, and as I was praying, the Lord revealed to me that, listen, you can actually operate in omnipresence. I didn't understand. Then He gave me the revelation. He said, just act in faith now. Decide to tap into omnipresence. That means I tap out of the presence. Then this is how I started to demonstrate it. I decided to check this thing out. So I called somebody and I said, listen, can you stand here next to me? And I released the power of God on the lady just like I normally do. She reacted under the power. So when I went back, she no longer reacted. When I came near her, she reacted. So the Lord said, you are still in the present. That's why she will react when you come near her. Right? So I decided to tap out of the present. So I stood at a distance from her and she reacted. So I left that room and I went to my bedroom and she was in the kitchen. I just faced the wall and I decided to do the same demonstration. And guess what? She reacted while she was in the kitchen. So I said, wow, I really want to try this thing now. So then I called somebody who was in Lesotho. I said, just wait, I want to see something. So we closed the phone. She was standing there in the bedroom. Where I was in Gauteng in the kitchen, I started pulling my hand and the lady started to react. In Lesotho, she started feeling a pull, feeling a force pulling her towards, forward. Then I blew and the lady fell where she was in Lesotho, And that's how I started to demonstrate it. So the Lord showed me that when you operate in omnipresence, there's no limitation as to how many people you can touch at once. That means somebody can be in Lesotho, somebody can be in Kenya, somebody can be in Congo. And now I may be in Bloemfontein. And, I decide to touch the people. And where they are, it will be as though I am there with them, touching them. That's how the Lord gave me revelation. When Apostle Paul said in Corinthians, he said that, listen, he was talking to the Corinthian church. He said that he heard that they are allowing some bad things to happen in church. Somebody taking his mother-in-law. Then he said, listen, when you gather together and the power of the Lord is present, he said, I will pass judgment on that man as though I was there in person. So the Lord said, that's how that, Paul said that I will pass judgment on that man as though I was there in person. So he said that was Paul, he was passing judgment, but you can do the same operation but bringing blessing to people, bringing healing to people. So that's how I got the revelation of operating in omnipresence. So right now, there may be people in a queue in Ghana, for example, and I'm in Lesotho, and I start laying hands on, just doing an action of faith, and the power of God will hit them there where they are, as though I was there with them, and they'll get the same result. And I can operate in maybe five churches at once, through omnipresence. For example, people can be in a healing line in one church in another country. People can be in a healing line in another church in another country. Then I just start, acting as though I'm laying hands, and the power of God will hit in all those places as though I was operating their lives. So right now, I just want you to watch a demonstration of God's omnipresence. Watch now. So right now, I just want you to watch a clip where I was demonstrating God's omnipresence in Bloemfontein, where I stood outside a distance from the people, and they stood in the hall, and then I started to release the power of God on them, and they fell under the power as though I was there, laying hands on them. There's no longer any limitation, there's no limitation of distance or as to how many people you can minister to. It will be as though you're ministering to the people one by one. Just watch it now. Hey, what did you feel, say?
Underneath my foot.
Oh, when are you?
It's like a drum.
When am I? Which is When are? When are? You? Close all the parts. When am I? Oh, you?